Hi, Connie here. I'm here to just give you a quick tech tip. I was watching one of my friends work on his Word document the other day. He had a proposal that was a couple of pages long, and he actually sent a copy of it to me, and I saw that he didn't use headers and footers, and I went, oh, really? So I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is something that I want you to do on all your documents. I don't care if they're 10 pages long, 100 pages long, or just 2 pages long. Headers and footers. So that's in PowerPoint, that's in Word, that's in Excel, and that's the example I'm going to show you today in this demo. So let's start with PowerPoint, because that's what I'm in right now. So this is the first slide in my PowerPoint. Let's say I have more slides. I'm just going to escape out of here. And if I go to my next slide, let's say I want to have something at the very bottom of every slide. Maybe I want to have my company name or the date of the presentation or something like that. So rather than typing it in there each time, we can do headers and footers. And so let's see where this is in PowerPoint, and then we'll go to Word, and then we'll go to Excel. So within PowerPoint, how you're going to add a header and footer is you're going to actually go into the Insert menu. So if I go to the Insert menu here, there's an option way over on the right that says header and footer. And on the slides themselves, you actually only get an option for a footer area. So if you look at this slide here, it's showing the footer with a possible date, with a possible middle footer information, like a name of the company, your presentation, and then an actual number for the slide. So this is normally turned off, all of these little check boxes. So when I went in here, I had turned it on prior to this. So if I want those footers to show, I'd turn on that date and time so I can see it. I can have it update automatically, or I can have it fixed as in the date that I actually created the presentation perhaps. I can have my slide number show, so that's on the right, so it's like a page number. And then footer, I can type in my company name. And then I can apply it just to the one slide, or I can apply it to all my slides in my presentation. And I can even say my title slide that you saw first, I don't need a footer on that. So I'll say, don't show me that. Apply to all my slides that I have from here on in. So if I add another slide, let's just try this. New slide, and let's just pick that one. Yes, the new slide has it as well. All right, so pretty easy within PowerPoint, just going into that Insert menu to add in that footer. So let's take a look at how we do this within Word. Okay, so I'm in a Word document here. There actually is a footer or a header and a footer in this particular document. I wanted to kind of show you where it is. And if I add a second page to this document, so let me go to the bottom of it, and I'll add a second page, you see that that header and that footer gets repeated. Header and footer gets repeated. So actually 3 pages here. So let's say you don't have that. So to get the header and footer option in Word, you're going to go to the Insert menu and then choose header or footer. Now, when I choose this, it gives me an option of blank stuff. I already have a header on this document, and if you're not sure, just add another page and see if it repeats. But the other way to find out is I'm going to go out of here for a second. And when I'm clicking, it's letting me click in this text, but if I want to get up here, I just need to click a little bit in that area, and that takes me into this header area of my document. And so at the very top of my screen, you should see that it says header footer, and it has a whole new toolbar for this. So I'm just going to get rid of everything in my header so I can show you how to add one from scratch. Okay, so it's all gone. So I can type something in here, or I can go back. I'm going to close this out, and I'm just going to show you the way through the Insert menu. So Insert, Header. You kind of have some neat little styled headers available to you here. So let's say we like this one. And now you see that it's got this sort of dashed line. So it's telling me where my document should start and my header should end. It's kind of based on the fact that it thinks I only want this little number up top here, but maybe I want to have some words or something else. So I can give myself more room by dragging this little line down. And then I can add more text to this. This header here is going to be a little harder because it's giving me an image and then a numbering within the image. So to get things perfectly lined up, I just hit the tab key, and if you look at my ruler, it actually has a little tab stop there. So I can type in mission computers, right? And it's showing up on both pages. Okay, and so footer, if I wanted to go to the footer, you see on my toolbar at the top, because I'm in the header area now, I have this toolbar, go to footer, and like I did earlier, I can just delete everything that's there and add something in new. And so you see how that works. All right, so that's just a quick example. There's lots more you can do with headers and footers, but at least now you know how to get one going, right, in your documents. I'm going to close that. And then let's go into Excel and look at headers and footers in there. So within this Excel document, a lot of people will start with having their first row being their header for their spreadsheet. Now, I guess it depends on how fancy you want to get, but you know, you do have some options for formatting within your header as well. If this is going to be multiple pages, it's probably better for you to actually have the header and footer option running in Excel. So I'm going to get rid of this top line here. In fact, I'm going to get rid of both lines there. Okay, so now I have nothing saying what this is about. And now if I go do a print preview, just so you can see what this is going to look like if I were to print it, it does have a header and does have a footer. So let's show you where that is. There's a couple ways of getting to this one, but let's just give you one of the ways. So just like in Word and PowerPoint, the menu was insert, right? So insert in all the Microsoft programs. So we're going to go to the insert menu, header and footer again. And then it changes our screen somewhat. And now we see the spreadsheet that we have, but an area for the header area. And then if I scroll down, I can see an area for, oops, scroll down too far. I can see an area for the footer, right? So if I just change that, let's just change that to 2021. Okay, and at the top, header example. Okay, so it actually changed your view on you, and what happened is it changed your view at the bottom here. If I click down here, I'm actually on page layout, or hover on that. So I'm going to go back to normal view, and then I get back to just my spreadsheet. So now my header and footer is not visible. So to see my header and footer again, I would just go to that print preview, and there's the header and footer. All right, so if I add another page, let's just show how this will work. So if I type something new here, this is the second page example. Right, so that I know it's a second page because it's dashed line. So if I go to preview and I go to the second page, it still has a header and a footer there. Okay, so this is your tech tip. This will make you faster, so you don't have to type stuff over and over again and have things move around when you don't expect it. Use the header and footer in every program you possibly can, and you'll be so much better off. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.